What's up, faders, and welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny. And as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan is about two dudes, booze, Japan, and the news. And in this very special episode, I am all by myself, just podcasting. All by myself again. Yes. Actually, I'm not really podcasting all by myself because there's quite a few of you out there listening to this podcast. And before I move forward for episode number 814, I want to say thank you very much for tuning in to YouTube and listening to us on Podbean and Spotify and iTunes and all over the internets. And I especially want to thank everybody that signed up for the Patreon. You guys are absolutely fantastic. You keep the show going. You basically keep booze in the fridge and you keep meat on my bones. Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely spectacular. Okay, now before I get into this week's wild news, I want to talk about some crazy stuff that's happening for this guy right here, yours truly. Faders, many of you know that I am the curator of Tokyo Art Tank, and Tokyo Art Tank is basically the greatest art exhibition here in Tokyo, Japan. I bring together anywhere from 25 to 35 of Tokyo's hottest artists to showcase their best artwork for 1 week only. I get people who are photographers, illustrators, painters of all kinds, to graffiti artists. I get toy makers. I get everybody and I bring them together in a gallery, and on every single day they're there to welcome you, to introduce their artwork to you. Plus, every single evening I've got a special event ranging from a film festival, yoga and art classes, creative writing workshops, a DJ night with drum and bass and soul DJs. I've got bands that come in and they perform. It's absolutely an amazing creative extravaganza. And if you're listening to Got Faded Japan right now, I want you to pull out your phone or take a piece of paper and a pen if you're old school, and I want you to save the date. Tokyo Art Tank Volume 16, yeah, I've been doing this for quite a few years, is going to be at Gallery Le Décor in Shibuya from August 3rd to August 9th. That's right. And the gallery's open from 10 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock at night every single day. And it is going to be an absolutely amazing exhibition this time. I've got the best of the best showcasing their artwork. It was difficult. Very difficult to get these guys together. Some of these artists, it took months for me to bring them to exhibit their artwork at Tokyo Art Tank Volume 16. This is not an exhibition you want to miss. This is going to be one for the records. I swear to goodness gracious. Possibly Satan. I'm just joking. But yeah, definitely save the date. And yes, I'm going to make a commercial that I'm going to put in our advertisements where you can see like a little bit from previous Tokyo Art Tank, so you can kind of get a feel of what we do. Oh man, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. And on top of that, if you listen to Got Faded Japan, come on by and Johnny will give you a free drink. That's right, you get a free drink. And if I'm making the drinks, they're going to be very, very strong. Woo! Oh my gosh. I can't help it. I make all my drinks strong. It's something I do. That's why I was a terrible bartender. I mean, I was a great bartender for like the patrons that came in, but for the bar itself, oh gosh, sorry. Some people have a heavy foot when they drive. I got a heavy wrist when I pour. Sorry, sorry, not sorry. It's who I am. I'm Johnny. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Okay. Well, you're here for the news. So without further ado, let's get into this week's wild news here in Japan. Okay, moving forward. Let me just make sure we're recording. It's my second attempt to do this. Recording. Yes, we're recording. Whew, thank goodness. Okay, let's see here. First story. I just had that. First story. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Okay, we got this. Once again, first story. Okay. 14-year-old girl arrested for spraying woman in face and then stealing her wallet. Well, faders, that's what we call in the business a double whammy. Police in Kasukabe, Saitama Prefecture, have arrested a 14-year-old junior high school girl on suspicion of injuring and robbing a woman in her 60s. According to the police, the girl approached the woman from behind as she was walking along the street at around 10:30 p.m. Where's this kid's parents? On Saturday. Sprayed her in the face with an unknown substance, which is actually really terrifying, and then stole her wallet containing 40,000 Japanese yen in cash. Oh my God, this is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. Because this lady, she gets her wallet stolen, which sucks because she's out like 40,000 yen, which is like, I don't know, 150 bucks in American. I don't know. The currency exchange is crazy. But the worst thing about this is she's got to get a new driver's license. She's got to get a new ID. She's got to cancel all her credit cards. She's got to get a new ATM card. And who knows how many memberships she has, like for her, like, I don't know, beauty salon where she gets her hair done, her gym. I mean, all that stuff is in her wallet. And when her wallet disappears or is stolen like this, oh my goodness, it just makes things so miserable for not just one day, but for like weeks on end. So this is terrible. This is terrible. I mean, I think it should be common courtesy. If somebody steals your wallet, they should just take the cash, drop the wallet, and run. I mean, you should never steal anything. You should never steal a wallet, but I mean, that's the way it should be done, I guess. I don't know, in the perfect world. Moving forward, the girl then ran away for about 150 meters before she was apprehended by the woman who chased after her. Yo! Dude, you know there's like old man strength? In this story, there's old woman strength. Oh my gosh, this lady's 60 years old and she outran this teenager? Dude, bravo. She does go to the gym. Oh, wow. Police said the girl has admitted to the allegation and quoted her as saying, quote, "I didn't have any money, so I wanted some," end quote. Well, little honey, I'm going to tell you there's 3 words that you should definitely remember for the rest of your life because these 3 words will change your life. Here they are. Get a job. Everybody's hiring these days. Everybody's hiring. I mean, if you want a job at McDonald's, you don't even need a resume. You just go, you walk in there and you're like, I got 2 hands, 2 eyes, 2 legs, and that's more than enough. And yeah, they'll definitely give you a job. I mean, convenience stores, they'll hire anybody. My local convenience store, the people there, they don't even speak Japanese. I mean, I go there, I gotta speak English. I mean, they'll hire anybody. You can get a job doing anything right now. So I mean, come on, kid, get a job. Get a job. Life of crime, it's not worth it. Moving forward, stabbing of man in Aichi possibly linked to arson suspect. Wow, another double whammy. A man in his 40s was stabbed at a factory in central Japan on Friday night, prompting police to investigate whether a Brazilian man later arrested in connection with a nearby arson case was involved. Police received an emergency call at around 9:50 p.m. saying that an employee had been stabbed with a knife. The victim was conscious when he was taken to the hospital. Well, that's good. That's good that he's still alive. About an hour later, police officers discovered a fire while visiting an apartment building around 2 kilometers away in connection with the stabbing. They arrested a 58-year-old Brazilian resident of the building on the suspicion of arson. Do you think he was trying to like burn the evidence. He's like, this Rambo knife won't melt. The fire's not hot enough. So stupid. Oh my gosh. A Brazilian man. Oh man. You know, when I started doing Got Fit in Japan way back in the day, every couple of months we would have like an international person, aka gaijin, causing trouble in Japan. I mean, you could go maybe every 6 months. You know, there's like a military guy that did something bad or something. You know, or an English teacher like beat up his like student or something stupid like that. You know, but I mean, they were far between each other. I mean, pretty much every 6 months or 8 months or something. But now it's like every week. I can go story after story after story after story of like foreigners causing trouble here in Japan. Gaijin. Tourists are gaijin too, so non-Japanese people, and it's getting crazy. I mean, I could have like what did I call it? If I had like a bonus episode or a bonus podcast, foreigners freaking out in Japan. Gaijin Gone Crazy. The Gaijin Gone Crazy podcast. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, dude, I see a lot of crazy stuff happening. Like, I mean, all over Tokyo. I take maybe 5 to 10 trains a day. I go all over the city all the time and stuff. I've got so many meetings and so many things that I do. I'm all over the place. Oh my gosh. And the thing is, it's just like, I mean, I see foreigners doing, or gaijin. Wait, can I say foreigner? I mean, I'm a foreigner. I can say foreigner, right? It's not derogatory. But anyway, let's stick with gaijin. It's safer these days. So, okay, I see gaijin doing dumb stuff all the time. And I saw this little husky white guy with black hair, kind of like a tough guy, arguing with like some British guy or something down the street. Or like, what was that? It was like 2 days ago? Yeah. And they're like completely causing a scene, screaming at the top of their lungs about some crazy stuff. I had my earbuds in. I saw that. I was like, nope. And I just kept on walking by. None of my business. I don't want anything to do with these guys. So yeah, I see tons of crazy stuff. Oh my gosh. But anyway, yeah, so this guy, stabbed a guy and then tried to set the knife on fire to get rid of the evidence. Good job, buddy. Oh my gosh. Moving forward, here we go. Okay, next story. Okay. All right, next story. Okay. I don't want to talk about foreigners causing trouble in Japan anymore. I mean, let's just get back to the wild news. All right. 2 American men fined 300,000 yen for trespassing at enclosure of Monkey Punch, the famous monkey in Japan. Oh my God. More foreigners causing trouble. Okay, so yes. This is the episode where basically I make fun of foreigners or gaijin in Japan doing dumb stuff. There's just so many articles about gaijin doing crazy stuff now. It's ridiculous. Anyway, here we go again. 2 U.S. nationals were fined 300,000 yen each on Friday over a trespassing incident at an enclosure of Punch, the beloved monkey, here in Japan. According to the Chiba District Public Prosecutor's Office, the 2 men were indicted Friday for obstructing the zoo's business and process that allowed prosecutors to seek fines through summary court orders without a formal trial. The men paid the fines, the office said. So basically, they get arrested, they pay fines, and then they get released. There's no court or anything like that. They probably get deported too. The Chiba Prefectural Police arrested both men on May 17th, the day of the incident, after they allegedly conspired to climb over a fence into the monkey habitat where an Ichikawa City Zoo in Chiba Prefecture the incident had occurred. According to the prefectural police, one of the men scaled the fence while dressed in a character costume, while the other filmed him with a smartphone from outside the enclosure. Okay, now about 2 weeks ago, me and Tom covered this story from top to bottom, and basically these guys were crypto bros who were launching their new crypto coin that wanted to get international, media coverage about their new crypto coin. Now, the cool thing is about Japan and the rest, well, I don't know about the rest of the world, but the cool thing is about Japan, at least, nobody said anything about the name of their crypto coin, their new coin that they're launching. Now, apparently these guys are multimillionaires. They're like Bitcoin millionaires. So the 300,000 yen for them is just like pocket change. It's like no big deal for these guys. That's why I think like maybe 1 or 2 zeros should be added on that, so more crypto bros don't come to Japan and do dumb stuff like this. But yeah. But Japan news, nobody said the name of the crypto coin. I will not say the name of their crypto coin. I will not give these two fools, these two goons, any exposure or any publicity whatsoever, because these guys, they suck. They completely suck. They're dressed up in like some kind of like a coin costume, and they jumped in like the monkey habitat and danced around. How stupid is that? Oh my God. What if they hurt one of the monkeys? What if that happened? I mean, gosh, that's terrible. Shame on these guys. And they should have paid a lot more money. They should have gone to court. Oh my gosh, because the thing is, when stupid people do stuff like this, it encourages other stupid people to come to Japan and do stupid stuff like this. If the penalty is so big and so hardcore where nobody will ever come to Japan to like try to get publicity for doing something stupid like this, then they won't. People won't come here to do dumb stuff. I mean, there's more than enough tourists that come here and do dumb stuff. Trust me, every single minute, every single day. I just look out my window and I'm like, oh, there's some dumb stuff. But hey, c'est la vie, c'est la vie. But anyway, okay, so anyway, I'm not going to say the name of this coin. All right, and if you guys know it, don't say it either. Forget it. And don't buy it. Boycott this coin. Okay, moving forward.
You are liked.
You are liked, wanted.
You are liked, wanted, and loved. You are liked, wanted, and loved.
If you want to get off the beaten path at Tokyo and have an unforgettable experience in Japan, well then, Gamuso welcomes you. Have a drink, enjoy a conversation, and make new friends with the locals at Gamuso. Gamuso provides fun and entertainment of all kinds, from live bands, stand-up comedy performances, to art exhibitions. There's always something exciting happening at Gamuso. Gamuso is located in the heart of Tokyo and just a comfortable 3-minute walk from Asagaya. So come on down to Gamuso. We look forward to meeting you. If you're gonna get your fade on, you gotta get your fade on in style. And that's why I use Ghost Town Pomade. Ghost Town Pomade is the #1 badass pomade, and I practice what I preach. When I leave this house, if I'm not wearing a hat, if I'm not wearing a lid, I'm wearing Ghost Town Pomade in my hair. This stuff is amazing. It smells good, it looks good, and it feels good. Ghost Town Pomade, badass pomade. And let me tell you one thing, it comes in a lid. That's pretty badass. This whole world is so nerfed up these days. Everything is plastic and pink, but not Ghost Town Pomade. This stuff is a man's pomade, and it is hardcore. It's so hardcore, it's from Oakland, California. Oakland, California. That's right. Ghost Town Pomade. Get your fade on in style. Proper. Whoa! Look at all this. Hey, what's up? I'm Johnny, aka the Spilled Ink, the one and only, and today I'm going to make a popsicle painting. I'm really excited to do this. I've got all my paints here. It takes about this much paint to make a popsicle painting, and I've got my 2 other most important ingredients. Very strong hot coffee. Oh, actually, that's not that hot, but still, it's strong coffee. And I've got punk rock music. With these two things, nothing could go wrong. All right, with that said, let's rock. Deteriorating castles in Japan face high costs. Debates over renovation. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a big problem here in Japan. There's so many old shrines and so many old castles where it's just like there's just not enough people living in these like far out areas where like their tax money can like keep these places I guess up to date. So some of them are falling apart. They're having problems with water damage and mildew, and they're just falling apart and stuff, which I think is really 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 bad. So we got to find a solution to this. Anyway, I think my summary just basically was this whole page of a story. God, this is a long story too. Jeez. Okay, I'm going to read the first couple of paragraphs and then give my 2 cents. Several Japanese castles with wooden structures dating back to the feudal era were destroyed during World War II, although they were later rebuilt during using steel reinforced concrete. They have deteriorated over time and have become more susceptible. Susceptible. I can't speak English. Somebody help me. Oh my gosh, I think it's this booze. Jin, I love you. Sometimes you don't love me. Ew. To earthquakes, which is true. Earthquakes are very bad for old buildings. Some local governments have closed the castles and kept long cherished by locals and are planning either to repair the concrete structures or restore the original wooden constructions, but the municipals are facing problems with high costs while debates over the two options stand in its way. Okay, all right, so basically the story goes on and on and on and on. I don't need to read it. It just basically talks, it gets into numbers about how expensive it is. I've got a couple of ideas, all right? We've got all these old castles that are absolutely spectacular. They're so beautiful. They're so amazing. I love ancient Japanese culture and history. Oh my gosh. Nobunaga is like my homeboy. I love the Samurai Nobunaga. Oh my gosh. There's all sorts of books and documentaries on Nobunaga. Please look him up. He's like the best samurai in the whole world. Anyway, yeah, so these things are falling apart and the local governments can't afford to keep them around. So the thing is, in this kind of a situation, I hate to say it, but this is the only way to keep them in stellar condition, and that's basically turning them into hotels. You turn a castle into a hotel or into a high-end Airbnb and make it really, really expensive to stay there. You're going to get like the best of people coming in. They're going to be very respectful. You can have tours where people who know about the samurai or the shogun who built it. That you can have like all sorts of tours about that where they can be giving all sorts of interesting and secret information or whatever. You can like have like special food from like that era or whatever when the castle was built. You can do a lot of cool things, you know? I mean, tourists have money, all right? Yeah, bring in the tourists and have them stay at these castles, you know? And they don't have to be on every floor. Maybe like just like the ground floor is like for like the tourists, and then maybe on the second, third, fourth floor, maybe that's like maybe a museum or something cool like that, you know, where you can kind of preserve like the culture and like have some cool stuff in there for people to come in and enjoy and stuff. And then local people can go there too and enjoy like the castle and see the museum. Maybe that could be kind of cool or something, you know? Tours, tourism, museums. Do something like that. I think that'd be really, really, really cool. And I think that's like, gosh, if there's no money, that's like, I mean, you're only shot at that or turning them into casinos. And that's never good for nobody. All right. Moving. God, this is a long article. Holy smokes. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Is that it? I've got a couple more school teacher. I've got some hardcore stories, but this is more for Got in Japan after 9. Okay, here's the story. Man arrested for allegedly attempting to kill younger brother in Kawasaki. The story took place in Kawasaki. A 61-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of attempted to kill his 58-year-old brother at his apartment in Kawasaki, Kanagawa Prefecture. Police said Hirokazu Nojiyuri is accused of attempting to kill his brother Fumio by stabbing him in the stomach with a 14-centimeter knife, aka Rambo knife. 14. Wait, how big is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's big. 14 centimeters is pretty big. Oh my gosh, it's bigger than my shoe. Bigger than my well, never mind. At around 8 p.m. on Friday, TV Asahi reported Fumio staggered out of the apartment and was found lying on the street by a passerby. He was taken to the hospital, and police said his injuries are not life-threatening. Good for him. That's good. Noriji had fled when police arrived at the scene, but was later apprehended at his home. Police said Noriji has partially denied the allegation and quoted him as saying, quote, "Well, I didn't intend to kill him," end quote. Oh, man. Listen, if you're over 20, don't live with your brothers and sisters. In fact, don't live with anybody in your family. I mean, having roommates is great. Having roommates is fantastic, but just don't live with your brothers or your sisters or your parents or your grandparents. I mean, unless you're taking care of them if they're sick or something like that, that's totally cool. But if you're like, I don't know, rooming with your brother, you know, things can get kind of crazy, you know. So I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend it because I mean, you don't want to be. How old are these guys? You want to be like, oh gosh, you don't want to be 61 years old and going to jail for stabbing your 58-year-old brother. Oh my God, living with your 61-year-old brother. Oh gosh, I really hope that they weren't living with each other for 61 years. Gosh, that'd be crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Then again, we've all kind of been there, you know, where you really wanted to kill a sibling. It was my turn to play Nintendo. Okay, all right. Moving forward, I think there's a bear story here. Okay. A bear that attacked 4 escapes Fukushima factory by unlatching window. Now that's a crafty bear. Hey. It's my Yogi Bear. That's as good as I get. I'm not going to do Pusan. A bear that had remained inside an electronics company factory in Fukushima after attacking 4 people escaped from the premises, possibly by unlatching the window on its own. Dude, this homicidal maniac of a bear is crafty. Oh my God. He's like locked into like in this factory and he's like, oh wait, windows. Freedom. Oh my gosh. Oh jeez. This bear is smarter than a lot of people I know. Well, I mean, other than the murder stuff, that's kind of bad. The bear is believed to have fled Wednesday night as authorities were preparing an emergency hunting measures that would allow them to authorize the use of actual firearms, which is very, very, very unusual in Japan. Very unusual. Cops, yes, they have guns. Do they touch their guns? Do they shoot their guns? Almost never. Never. And cops don't even think need guns in Japan because most cops here in Japan, they're black belts. They know karate, they know judo, they know taekwondo. I mean, you see some of these cops and you're like, these cops are really small. I don't know if they're that dangerous. Yes, they're dangerous. They got all sorts of martial arts skills, okay? Don't judge a book by a cover. These cops, woo! You do not want to be on the wrong side of the law. Trust me. Moving forward, the city is urging residents to remain vigilant. According to the city officials, the police officers on watch saw the bear climb over the gate at around 10:50 p.m. on Wednesday. A torn window screen and other signs at the Oki Saipon Tech Co. factory suggested that the bear may have escaped through a window by releasing its latch and pushing it open. My goodness. Oh my gosh. Is this Einstein? Or maybe I guess maybe if you're reincarnated, you're like a couple of people put together. So this bear is like a little bit of Einstein and a little bit of Charles Manson. It's like Mansonstein. This bear's name is Mansonstein. Oh my God. A homicidal killer bear genius. Oh my gosh. I mean, dude, and some of these locks on the windows in Japan are kind of difficult. You got to push the button and then you got to pull the latch and then you got to push it like a couple of times to unhinge it and then open up the window or the door. Yeah, a lot of building. Well, I guess it's a factory. It doesn't have childproof. I don't know why my windows are childproof. That's weird. I bet my wife's to blame. Anyway. So, faders, if you're in the Fukushima area, be careful. There is a dangerous bear on the loose, okay? So if you leave your house, be very, very careful. Oh my gosh. And that's it for today, faders. Thank you very much for tuning in to this very special episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny. Yes, again, thank you to everybody for watching this on YouTube, giving us the thumbs up, subscribe, and all that other jazz. And thank you very much for everybody that has been signing up for the Patreon. That is also very, very cool. And if you want to sign up for the Patreon, go down into the show notes, click the link, and then you're there. You get the keys to the castle, not one of these castles here in Japan, a different castle, the castle of Got Faded Japan, and enjoy all the wonderful treasures that we have on our Patreon. Oh my goodness. And once again, yes, Tokyo Art Tank Volume 16 is going to be from August 3rd to August 9th. Yes, RSVP, eat an eye. You do not need that. Just show up. It is free to enter. And if you're a fan of Got Faded Japan, you get a free drink. I'll see you there. Thank you so much, faders, and catch you next time. Peace.